to the blue corner, Artur Aghajanyan.
You're watching Georgian Fighting Championship 14. Next up, we have a professional welterweight contest, and the first fighter making his way down to the blue corner, fighting out of Armenia, is Artur Aghajanyan. Aghajanyan has a record of 3 wins and 1 defeat. All 3 of his wins so far coming by submission. Made his debut back in August 2017. Finished that fight with an armbar. His next 2 wins, both by rear naked choke. Aghajanyan has 1 loss on his record. However, that was a points defeat. Never stopped, never submitted as a professional. He will make his way to the blue corner of the cage.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome his opponent to the red corner, Aslan Gorgishvili.
So his opponent making his way down to the red corner is a local favourite here. Aslan Gorgishvili has a record of 9 wins and 2 defeats. He made his debut back in June 2014. His record is a very impressive one with 6 knockouts, 3 decision wins. Again, he has only ever lost by decision. That last decision loss was a split decision back in March and a very close fight, which many argued Gorgishvili had won. He came back from that split decision with his last fight, which was in July of this year, a 45-second knockout. So you can expect fireworks, expect him to come out fast here.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a welterweight bout consisting of 3 5-minute rounds. Now let me introduce your fighter in the blue corner. This fighter is 29 years old. He weighed in at 77.1 kilograms. He stands 180 centimeters tall and has a record of 3 wins with 1 loss. Representing Armenia, Artur Aghajanyan! And now welcoming his opponent in the red corner. This fighter is 30 years old. He weighed in at 77.1 kilograms. He stands 178 centimeters tall and has a record of 9 wins with 2 losses. Representing Georgia, please welcome Aslan Gorgishvili! And the referee for this bout, Alex Miliakov.
Okay guys, you know the rules, protect yourself all the time, listen to my command. Shake grass.
Georgian Fighting Championship 14, we have Artur in the blue, Aslan in the red. Aslan, as I said, starts fast, he's aggressive, experienced, but Artur has never been stopped. Can Aslan be the first to do that? However, it's Artur that strikes first, body kick. He's using his extra reach there to start the fight.
Yeah, he's the taller of the two, Ian. Nice inside kick, spinning kick as well.
Really mixing up the strikes here.
Oh, loaded up on that punch to Aslan. And got himself clinched.
More than just mixing up the strikes, he mixed up the wrestling there.
Artur got the outside trip. He actually took his man down, but he reversed him. Aslan now in the butterfly, half butterfly guard.
Switches into the full guard now for Artur. Aslan on top, however, his head's being controlled, not working into strikes. I think he was lucky to get into the top position, that scramble, or maybe experienced, Ian.
Yeah, well, Aslan needs to sit back on his heels. A little bit of a posture, so he can throw down some big bombs, some ground and pound. He's controlling the wrist, but it's not really doing any good to any of them. Referee is urging them to move.
Artur looking to try to work those legs up, switches onto the hip guard.
Yeah, I think that was Artur's plan from the beginning, just hold on. And I don't mean that in a bad way, because it's actually worked. He's now got him back on his feet, and that's where he wants him.
Yeah, we saw a good variety of attacks early on. So, comes forward with strikes with left and right hands there, Artur.
Well, it's Aslan's got the underhooks. Referee's looking to make sure he's not he's got his finger in the cage. Yeah, there we go.
He was holding
well
the cage.
Spotted. Alek Miliakov, great referee, international referee. Spots that immediately. But it's Artur that has Aslan up against the cage right now.
I feel Artur's using his height really well here, Ian. He's got the overhook, he's pressuring down heavier with his hips quite far out.
But, oh, that was a nice strike. Oh, he goes for the wizard throw, but he gets reversed again. Oh, now in a worse position because this is side control. Good ground and pound from here, I would feel, from Aslan.
Yeah, lovely work from Aslan to manage to get on top. Holding that position well. Can he get his head clear this time and start to land some strikes? In the guard, I felt he just kept his head down too low.
Yeah, he was too close. If you're too close to your opponent, he's going to get re-guarded here as well. Yeah, there's half guard. Now butterfly, full guard. Good work there by Artur to get him in the full guard quite easy. Well, he hung on the last time and the referee stood it up. There's no messing from our referee, Miliakov. If he sees a lack of action, he's going to stand him, he's going to spin round for an armbar. Use the cage with your foot. You can't put your toes in the cage, but use the cage if you want. Foot flat on the cage, spin around, there's an armbar for you.
Well, let's see if Aslan starts to actually pressure him against the fence. He had his head near it and then he managed to turn his head away.
Well, the thing is, Ian, Aslan, when you're that close to somebody, you're obviously not pulling. Oh, there again, you got another stand-up. That was quick. When you're that close to somebody and you're resting your arms on someone's chest, you're more liable to get armbarred because you're not moving them. You're not taking them away from your opponent. Whereas if you step back and ground and pound, it's harder to armbar someone.
Well, here they are, back stood up, and this is where I feel Artur wants to be with that longer reach. However, Aslan has got fast finishes from knockout, however.
Well, I tell you why, Ian, because he's got that little power shot. He does a little looping overhand right, and he runs in when he does it. So he's using all his body weight to throw that big right hand punch. But he's got a full body lock now on Artur. Tries to go for the inside trip and fails it.
Yeah, again, looking for this top position. I feel he needs to get the top position, get the takedown, get top position, but actually work from there. He needs to do something with that position. Again, holding onto the fence there. It's just allowing him to rest, and I think the referee needs to really get on top of that. He has tapped his hands again. But if this is done repeatedly, he needs to be warned.
He will. He'll get warned. If he doesn't get warned, he'll get a point deducted. And again, the fingers are in. I know it's hard. It's very hard. Back in the old days, as I call it, the old days, back in my day, you could grab a hold of the cage as much as you wanted. Obviously, through time, rules changed. And again,
every scramble he ends up on top here.
He's got a good wrestling base with Aslan. Just needs to work on that ground and pound a little bit.
Yeah, nice to see him try and get his head up now. He's got the head against the fence. It cuts out a lot of the guard work, and now he can ground and pound in this position.
And then we have the 10 seconds.
So we're going to finish here with Aslan on top, and he's landing the first few elbows he's managed to get.
Well, it's our first full round of the evening, mate.
Yeah, and it was a good, explosive one. I thought Artur started better. He had the striking, the spinning hook kick, the longer strikes. However, every time it got into a clinch, I believe the clinch was won by Aslan. He had better scrambles, always ended up on top. Maybe see a replay from round number 1. The moment you see the corner there of Artur.
Oh wow, they're giving him a shower in that corner right there. He needs to wipe that down. But yeah, you're right, Aslan, because he won the scrambles and because he's in top position more than Artur, I think he has won that round. Definitely a 10-9 to the red corner.
Well, here we go with a replay. And there it was the throw attempt by Artur. However, it was the reversal and the scramble won by Aslan. And that was the story of round number 1. Seconds out, the referee drying off. Again, well spotted there from our experienced referee. It's important for the referee to keep the cage floor dry. Excessive water can lead to a slip. Want to keep things fair, so.
Round 2.
Here we go, Georgian Fighting Championship 14, round number 2. This welterweight contest. We have Artur in the blue corner, Aslan in the red. And for us on our cards, at least our unofficial card, Aslan is ahead by 1 round.
Well, both these guys are actually dripping wet. I know you can't really see it very well on the camera, but when you're sitting here live, both their shorts are absolutely drenched. Oh, but a nice body kick there by Aslan.
I feel Aslan started the striking better this second round, landing that heavy low kick on the outside of the leg. You can see the damage actually to the calf already of Artur, and he's taken down to the top position again for Aslan.
Yeah, nice easy takedown. He's strong, he's powerful. He's got the better wrestling of the two.
Yeah, well, so far every time it's ended up in a clinch, he's ended up on top.
I would definitely be thinking of working the armbar. That's if he can do them, that is. That's for Artur, because the elbows are nicely placed on the chest.
Yeah, well, he's trying to overhook. He's gripping the arms. He just doesn't seem to be turning the angle and turning his hips out. He's just trying to hold Aslan close to him.
But that tells me that he doesn't know many submissions from the guard, because if he did know submissions or even escapes, you know, you wouldn't be holding on like this.
Nice elbow.
But if he keeps on doing this thing and he's going to lose the fight, he's got to do more than just hold on. He may be getting stood up, but then he's getting taken down and controlled again.
Well, I think the difference in the first round was Artur got the better of the striking, but at the start of round number 2, Aslan's got the better of the striking and got top position. So this is going to be a round in the bag for him if it carries on like this.
Well, the ground and pound's a little bit more better here in round 2. He is actually pulling the arms off the chest.
Yeah,
but he's still head to head. He needs to sit back a little bit.
He's with those short elbows and the little hooks. But just be nice to see him, as you say, posture up and get some real power into the ground and pound shots. Again, we see Artur overhooking the arms in a position where he could turn for an armbar. But is it a case of he doesn't want to risk it? He's too worried?
No, I actually think he's maybe more of a wrestler than he is a jiu-jitsu guy. You know, and a wrestler on his back. And I don't mean this to be derogative at any point at all. But he is just going to hold on. He's not going to try for submissions. But lack of action.
Again, he had real good head control, and you say it sort of cuts out the ground and pound work, but he's not doing anything with it at all. They've stood back up.
Yeah, Artur's got to attack now. I think he's losing this round also, Ian.
Yeah, he stepped forward there with a big, powerful jab.
Oh, nice body.
Again, it's Aslan that's landing the short hooks now.
Oh, he's swinging and miss. Widely kicks. There's a triangle. Oh, he could have done a triangle.
I really thought he jumped into a triangle there, Ian.
Yeah, again, I think it's just a lack of experience from Artur with the submissions.
Well, Artur kind of gave up, dropping to his back there. It was like, I'm not getting the best of the striking, now I'm going to drop to my back, but he's not getting the best on the ground either, so what can he do?
Well, he's got one hook in. Oh, mounted. This is over.
Yeah, this could be the beginning of the end here. I really do think.
He didn't know how to escape from his back. If you don't know how to escape from your back from the guard, you definitely don't know how to escape from your back on mount. Again, look, holding on. Now, the referee has been kind to Artur, and he's been standing the fight up from the guard position, so maybe he's going to be kind here. But well done, though, by Aslan. Aslan is actually cross-facing, which will make him break that guard. He needs to be careful not to push off the fence. There we go.
Yeah, so he needs to get that forearm in the face, as you say, the cross-face, and just make some room so he can land the shots down, and there he breaks the grip.
Oh, he covers his face immediately. Well, what? I don't understand why Aslan is staying down. He's staying chest to chest. I mean,
he doesn't look like he has the powerful ground and pound, and there's nothing from coming up from his chest posture up high. All of it is laid down here and just throwing the shots in.
Right, now he's up.
He seemed to push more than strike with that elbow, though. And then what that did was it allowed Artur to grip his hands back together behind the back, and again it stalls the action.
You know what? We said it might be over, but wow, with 30 seconds to go, I think this is going to go into the third round.
Yeah, and it's crazy that Aslan has fast finishers from knockout. However, those knockouts haven't come from ground and pound on the floor.
Yeah, come from standing, yeah. Well, he's thrown one shot and then going back down to chest, throwing one shot and then going down chest to chest. It's not what you need. You need to stay seated. Stay seated. Well, there's a 10-second knock. Well, he's just lost himself the fight by doing this. Well, lost the early win, I should say. Yes. Not lost the fight. My apologies in saying that, but he had 2 minutes to work there, and he just messed about doing chest to chest.
He certainly did. Well, he's got 3 decision wins on his record. He's also got 6 KOs. I think it's very clear from what we're seeing here that those KOs have come from standing. Now, Artur, you know, in his favour, he's never been stopped. He's never been submitted or stopped. So it could be that he's taking these shots well, but again, you see he dropped down to the floor here with that double leg takedown, sits in the guard. He just did not do anything with the position.
And this is a good position here, Ian, when he's sitting upright. And then all of a sudden he drops down chest to chest, as if like that's his safety blanket. Yeah. You know, I mean, sure, chest to chest, as long as you know how to base off, it's a good position to be in. But this is not jiu-jitsu, this is MMA. Finish the fight.
Well, that was a wasted opportunity. I think watching back on this tape, he will kick himself that he had the opportunity to finish there in round number 2. Well, here we go. Georgian Fighting Championship 14. This is round number 3.
Third and final round.
A welterweight contest. We have Artur in the blue corner, Aslan in the red. On our cards, at least, is 2 rounds up going into round number 3. It starts with Artur pressuring forward.
Again, that double.
Yeah, it was like a looping overhand right that was so slow. It allowed Aslan to change levels, drop down for the takedown.
Well, let's see if he can do any difference here. Oh, nice little short elbow. But again, that little comfort blanket where it's chest to chest. No, he's got to be wise to Artur holding on. He's got to be wise to this by now. Surely his corner have said, look, you can't get too close. Again, he grabs the head. You can't get too close because Artur is just grabbing a hold of you, Aslan. You need to move back, posture up, sit back on your heels.
Yeah, even if he could work his hands on the inside of the biceps just to stop him gripping.
Well, he's in no threat of a submission coming to him because Artur hasn't decided to do one submission, whether it be an armbar, triangle, Kimura, anything. So sitting back on your heels is not going to make any problem to the submissions that's coming towards you, because there's none.
Well, at least he's got his feet now up onto the hips. Maybe he could try to pressure those shoulders. Again, goes back to the closed guard. Yeah, like you say, the safety blanket was a really good explanation of it, Ian, there. It's like his safety blanket, sitting guard.
Oh, nice little elbow there, Ian. Needs a few more of those.
That's what he does. He needs to get some more of these in. And Artur surely can't just keep holding on keeping those legs locked. You see there, again, the overhands, the locked feet.
I think there's a little cut there to the nose of Artur off that little short elbow.
Yeah, it was sharp elbow across. If you could just work more of these now. Push on the inside bicep, fire the elbow over the top. Got 3 minutes left now in this fight. The fight has been all Aslan. The man known as Lion. If the fight carries on the way it's going in, this will be his 10th victory.
Well, there's no denying this guy can fight. He's definitely controlling this round up, and as I say that, the referee stands him up. Well, there's no messing from Alec. He definitely wants these guys on the feet, and who can blame him? We like to see action, Ian.
Yes, we do, and they're back on the feet. Let's see if we can see these standing strikes, these knockout punches we know Aslan has in his arsenal. Now he knows Artur's tiring. He's worn him down on the floor. Can he land one of these big swinging hooks?
Oh, well, that was nice. That was nice. Although the spinning kick was, you know, it was a disguise to go for that clinch. He spun, he missed, he clinched, he got the takedown.
Yeah,
great
Aslan,
work. Oh, nice short elbows. Nice half guard position. He's got the arm trapped as well. I don't know if we can see that on the tape, but he's got the arm trapped.
Top half guard is a good position for ground and pounding, and maybe a better position for him now because it's harder for him to hold and control the head from underneath.
Yeah, a lot better, I agree.
Again, he's tying up the arms, trying to stop Aslan from striking with anything significant. That's a lot better. That's better.
Now he needs the posture. The thing is, from the bottom, unless you're going to kick somebody in the head from bottom, then maybe get a knockout. But it's very hard to hurt someone from bottom position to throw a punch. I know it's happened. I know some people who've actually been knocked out when they're in top position and their opponent is on the bottom. But it's few and far between. It's a very rare thing to do. So what Aslan needs to do is needs to forget about worrying about punches from there. To sit back and posture, get the side control. He's got dominant position. He can control with his good wrestling. Posture up, cause more damage with them punches.
Yeah, well, here he goes. This is very similar to what we saw in round number 1 and number 2. Aslan now, he's trying to make space. He's trying to push back. Even if he draws that hand back under his leg and drops down to trap the hand, it's just going to give him more room to strike.
Yeah, Arthur's just using energy up by trying to hold him. He's trying to hold him. You can't see any escape whatsoever. You can't see any submission attempts whatsoever. It's a long, long 5 minutes when you're underneath somebody just taking punches and you can't move. Well, the final seconds, and oh, he rides it out hard as Aslan.
Yeah, stands up, out the guard, landing big shots, wants to finish strong, and he does. And the damage there to the head, the eye, the nose of Artur Aghajanyan really shows the power of Aslan Gorgishvili. I know he will have wanted to finish, but there he has his 10th victory as a professional. 6 now by knockout, 4 by decision. As we wait for the 3 judges at cage side for the first time to give their cards to my partner and the MC, Ian the Machine Freeman, to announce the official decision for this contest.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds of action, we go to your judges' scorecard. All 3 judges have this bout 30-27. By the way of your winner, by unanimous decision, Aslan Gorgishvili!
So I don't think that was in doubt at all. A fantastic win. The official decision, Aslan Lion Gorgishvili And as we watch the replay, this was really the story of the fight. Ground and pound from top position, inside guard, half guard, mount and side control. We worked the ground and pound positions for all these.